Hands up. Hands down. Today, we are kicking off a new series. Get it? Kicking off? That was the football thing. We're kicking off a new series called Look and Find. Do you guys like Where's Waldo books? I love these. Or like the highlights magazines, whenever you go to the doctor's office and they're always sitting there, but somebody's already circled all of the pictures, and you're like, rude, now I can't even circle the pictures because somebody else has already found them all for me. So rude. Do you guys like those? Did you know highlights is so old that it was around when I was a kid? Ancient. Forever ago. Do you like Where's Waldo?
I've never played Where's Waldo.
What? Oh my goodness. Somebody tell her. What? How does Where is Waldo?
Miss Lily does word searches and crossword. I don't do Waldo.
Okay. Well, it is kind of like a word search a little bit. Okay. Why do you like word searches?
They're just fun. I do crosswords.
Okay.
But
all right.
not Waldo.
Okay, so if you've never done this, let me introduce you to what is so amazing about it. You look inside here, and you see this picture, and you're like, wow, I don't even know what I'm looking at. And inside this is a Waldo. Where's he at? Where's he at? Oh, he's tiny. He's little. He's wearing a red and white cap, normally a red and white sweater, and you have to look through this whole picture, and you have to find him. Oh, he's hidden in here somewhere. Where is he at? I don't know. And then sometimes there's a wizard in here. Oh, don't look at that page. That's cheating. Guys, don't cheat. So you look all over here and you find Waldo, and he is somewhere. You don't know exactly where, but he is somewhere. And you think, oh, that's so easy. I can totally, but it takes a while because you have to look at it. And every time, oh, there he is. Nice job. Nailed it. Every time I look at these, the cool thing about it is every time I look at it, I see something new. There's somebody getting pied in the face because there's all these little people over here. There's an upside down house. Didn't see that before. There are all these funny things that I see every time I look at it. And I can't stop because it's so, okay, all right. There's always something new that you can see whenever you look at a Where's Waldo book. There's all these tiny little pictures. And we are going to start talking about a book that is also a book that you can read. And every time you read it, you find something new. You see something that you didn't see before. It is the most popular book of all time. Been translated into a bajillion, quadrillion languages. Around for super, super long time, and it's really popular. Do you have any idea what I'm talking about?
Junie B. Jones.
Junie B. Jones! Harry Potter! No, just kidding. What is it? Oh, right, the Bible. The Bible is the most important book of all time, and it's also the most selling, like the largest selling book of all time. And it's been translated into all of these different languages so that all of these different people can read the Bible. So what do you know about the Bible? It sits up here. It's orange. Sometimes people look at it. Miss Joy always talks about it. Always. What else do you know? Arabella, what do you know about the Bible?
It talks about when Jesus was still on earth.
Yeah, it talks about, some parts of it talk about when Jesus was still on earth. Okay. Lincoln, what else do you know about the Bible?
That has 40 authors.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So the Bible tells us a lot of really important things. Some of the Bible was written to a certain people at a certain period of time. And so sometimes now whenever we read it, like, we do not understand what's going on there. But parts of the Bible were written to a certain people at a certain time. And parts of the Bible are all about Jesus and his life whenever he was here. Here's the really cool thing about the Bible. It's really big. Wow. Where are you going to start in this book? Let me tell you one cool thing that I did not know. I never thought of when I was a kid. This is a book, yes, but it's also a library. Do you guys like to go to the library? I love going to the library. The smell of books. Literature. It's delicious. Okay. Well, this is kind of like a library because inside this Bible are 66 different books. There's 60, you know how sometimes I say Matthew or Mark or Psalm or something like that? And you're like, what's talking about? There are different books in the Bible. So whenever you carry around a Bible, you're actually carrying around a library with you. This book, this Bible, is actually a library. There's lots of different books inside of it. And some of the books are about Jesus, and some of the books are about something that happened before about the Israelites, and some of the books are to teach us certain things, and some of the books are based on historical events, and some of them are just lessons to teach us and help us understand things. The Bible is a library. So whenever we look at this, we can remember that the Bible is a library. It's written in 66 different books by 40 different people. That's a lot of different people, by over 40 different people. And it was written over a period of time that was like 1,500 years. Can you please say 1,500? No, like much more dramatic. 1,500! That is a really long time. That is a really long time. But here is the coolest thing about it all. All of those books, all of those authors, all of those years, every part of this book points to Jesus. Out of all those people, out of all those books, over all that time, it's all leading us to Jesus. All of it tells the story of Jesus. It tells a story of love. It tells a story of forgiveness. This all points us to Jesus. So that's why our big idea for today is look and find. We need to look in here, and whenever we look in here, we can find Jesus. Now, here's what some people do. Some people find a piece of the Bible that they really like, and so they'll just take that part of the Bible, and they'll be like, this is my favorite part. This is the only part I really like. I don't care about any of the other parts. But that's a problem, because whenever we take the one piece of the Bible out, we're not understanding the whole story. It's kind of like this one cup right here. Do you think you could balance very carefully on my cup, please? Gently? They're very expensive. Okay, can you do it? Do you think she can do it? Okay. I said it was very expensive. Oh my goodness. It's been demolished. It's okay, Miss Lily, I'll forgive you. Sometimes we take a piece of the Bible out. Whenever we take a piece of the Bible out, we can't just stand on that because we don't understand the whole story. So whenever we do that, we're not understanding the whole story of Jesus. We're not understanding the whole story of God's love because the whole Bible works together. Now, how can I help Miss Lily or one of you guys maybe stand on these cups?
Make it bigger.
Yeah, maybe make it bigger. Okay. Oh, yeah, so there's more stuff to help hold it up, right? This is called weight distribution. So if we do this, if all of these cups work together, now, who would like to try standing on my cups? Amelia has been sitting up here so nicely. Amelia, would you like to come stand on my cups? Okay, do you think she can do it? Yeah. Okay, because all these cups are working Amelia, no pressure. Miss Lily crushed it. Crushed it. Crushed it. Do you think you can stand on it? Okay, let's help her. Check it out. Yes, she can stand on these cups. How cool is that? Because all of the cups are working together. Can you hop down? Thank you. All of these cups are working together, and that's what the Bible is. The Bible is all of these books, all of these authors, all of these years, all working together, and it all teaches us something about Jesus. Even the weird parts that we don't totally understand, they all teach us about Jesus. So, our big idea for today, what is it? Remind me. Linktastic, do you know?
I heard somebody say it.
Yeah, Jack is like, I'm on it. Yes. Our big idea for today is look and find. Some parts of the Bible, you have to look a little bit harder to find where Jesus is. It's easy to find Jesus whenever he's out there walking on the water, whenever he's like breaking that bread and dishing out that fish and he's like feeding people and stuff. It's easy to find him there. But can we still find Jesus in David and Goliath? When David walks up to this huge giant, can we still find Jesus there? It doesn't say his name. But we still know that he's there because he gave David courage. And we still know that he's there because the whole story of Jesus is rooting for the people that nobody else roots for. We can still find Jesus in every piece of this book, in every piece of this library. Jesus is still here. So our big idea is look and find. And our verse to remember talks about that exact thing. We have someone who's going to help us do the verse to remember today. It's a friend I made a long time ago. She's a little elderly, not great with technology. Her name is Bible Granny. So, Nolan, would you show us Bible Granny telling us the verse? Embarrassing.
Hello, children. It's me, Bible Granny, here to tell you our verse to remember. You know our verse to remember is a verse that we want you to remember. Our verse to remember for this series is Matthew 7:7. Oh, easy. Matthew chapter 7, verse 7. Now here's what the verse says. I will tell you, and then we'll do some actions. The verse says, ask, and it will be given to you. Seek, and you will find. Yes, you will. Knock, and the door will be open to you. Now you know we always do actions because it helps us remember our verse. Here are some great actions for you today. Careful not to mess up the hair. We should go like this. Ask. Talkie, talkie. Yes, you like to talk. I know you. Ask and it will be given. Like a sweet apple pie on a warm day. Ask and it will be given to you. Seek. Like you're using some glasses. These are prescription lenses. Seek and you will find. Yes, you will. You will find it. Knock. And the door will be opened to you. Let's do it one more time to make sure you remember it. It goes like this. Ask and it will be given to you. Seek. Look for it everywhere and you will find. Knock, and the door will be opened to you. Yes, okay, now let's remember that verse to remember. And children, do not forget that the secret to deep fried butter is a healthy dose of margarine. Oh, have a great day. Granny loves you. Granny loves you.
I love Granny.
Granny.
Granny's my granny.
You like deep fried butter also?
Oh, I love deep fried butter.
Delicious. All right, so that is our new verse to remember. And that reminds us, clap 2 times. That reminds us that we can look in the Bible, and no matter where we look, we can find Jesus. Sometimes we have to look really hard. Sometimes we have to think really hard. Sometimes we have to pray really hard. But Jesus is in the Bible, and if we want to find him, we can look. So in just a little bit, we are going to talk about another way that we can think about the Bible and how it all works together. But first, I was wondering if anybody would like to play. Y'all ready for a snacky snack? Yeah. Okay. Now, since it's like super, that is the last time that we have time for that today, because we do have to leave some time for someone to paint a face. But I need you to clap 2 times. Hands up. Hands down. Hands on your shoulders, your knees, your toes, your ears, your eyes, your nose, top of your head, bottom of your head, side of your head. If you are talking, you should not be. Hands up. Hands down. Put your hands in your lap. Okay, someone tell me, what is our big idea? What's the thing I really want you to know? And remember to set your brain dog and Miss Faith. You know it? Look and find. You can look lots of places and you can find lots of things. But today we're talking about looking and finding Jesus. We're talking about looking in the Bible and finding Jesus. And we can find a lot of cool things in there. We can learn a lot of things about what he wants us to do and how he wants us to live. So we talked about how the Bible is actually, it's a book, but it's also, do you remember? It's a book and it's a, what? Yes! It's a book and it's a library. And all of the Bible works together to do what? To be really heavy. To tell us about Jesus. The whole Bible works together to tell us about Jesus. And there's a great example of someone else who talks about something similar. It's another way of thinking about it, another way of looking at it. It's a guy by the name of Paul. Everybody say Paul. Okay, say it like you are a robot. Paul. Say it like you are a cowboy. Pow. Yes. All right, clap 2 times. All right, there's this one time that this guy named Paul is talking to some people, and there are some people that he's talking to, he's writing a letter to them, and they are not really getting along. They're arguing, they're fighting, and they think that some people are better than other people. We know that's not true, right? God loves us all the same. Yeah, he loves us all the same. So Paul uses this example, and he talks to the people, and he says to the people, hey, bros, which part of your body is the best part of your body? Like all of them? Because they all work together. The whole body works together. What if you have, I need someone to help me out with this. Arabella, you want to help me? Yes. Okay. Arabella, what if your body decides to stop working together and you start having a weird leg? Can you show us what a weird leg would look like? Yeah. Well, what if her body stopped working together and her legs just turned into jelly? Oh, no. That's not going to work, is it? Arabella, what if you have an arm that gets a little floppy? You're not going to be able to do homework with a floppy arm. No way. What if you have an ear that stops working? Cover up one of your ears. Everything sounds really weird. Does it sound weird to you? Whenever you cover up one ear, everything sounds weird. Okay, clap 2 times. Everybody say thanks, Arabella. You need all the parts of your body, right? All of the parts of your body work together to help your body be able to walk and run and skip and do really cool things. You need all the parts of your body. And that is what Paul is saying. He's saying that we need all of the parts of us. And the other way that we can think about it is that we need all of the parts of the Bible too. There are some parts in the Bible that are kind of weird, kind of confusing. It's like, who needs fingernails? Like, why do we need fingernails? I don't know. Maybe we don't need them. Or maybe we do. There are parts of the Bible that we think, why do we really need that? Does that really make sense? Is that really going to help me in any way? But the whole Bible works together to do one thing. What does it work together to do? Yes, it tells us about Jesus. We need all of the parts of the Bible, even the parts that we don't understand, and even the parts that we might not think make sense for us. We need the whole thing, just like we need every part of our body to work together. So, remind me, what is our big idea? What's the thing I really want you to know and remember inside your brain? Miss Sydney, you know? Look and find. We need to look, and we can find Jesus. We need to look in the Bible, and we can find him in all the parts of the Bible, and he has something really cool to tell us. So we're going to say a prayer, and we're going to ask God to help us look in the Bible, and whenever we look, that we be able to find something cool that he has to say to us. While we're saying a prayer, bow your heads, close your eyes, because we're talking to God. God, thank you so much that we were able to come here today, that we were able to talk about you and learn about you. I pray that you would help us to know and remember how important the Bible is and that you want to speak to us through the Bible. I pray that you would help us to look in the Bible and then find you, that we would have ears that can hear you whenever you speak to us, and that we would have eyes that can see you even in the weird stories and the things we don't totally understand. I pray that we would be able to see you in the Bible and in every part of our life. Help us to come back next week and to be able to learn more about you. In Jesus' name, amen. All right. They're going to tell us who our Epic Seats are, and you get to paint Mr. Blake's face. He's so excited about it. He cannot wait. He's been pumped up.
Our Epic Seats are Titus and Anala.
Okay, Titus and Anala. But first, tell me, what is our big idea? What's the thing I really want you to know and remember inside your brain? Dog in. Okay, tell me all together. 3, 2, 1. Tell me all together really, really loud. Nailed it. All right, you guys can go find something awesome to do. And Epic Seats, you get to come up and paint Mr. Blake's face. Woo, woo! You want to see him? Oh, yeah, you can stay here.